Right. Set. Are we set? Have I got the Have I got music for the Italian?
Yeah, I'll set it all up for you. I'll put them out. I've got the stuff down there ready to do.
Right, okay.
So,
as long as I look, I'll ask you to come on singing for the music, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
Holding me on my chair.
You got roped into this.
Big time. So is that for me now then?
Yes.
So it's for me, I'm taking the black
Well,
space.
it's not that good.
This is for me, black space.
Well, yeah, you said get stand by, so I am stood by.
Kept in the kitchen because that's where.
When will you have the dog and the first aid kit into you? Tonight, when it's going to be outside until it's needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, better bring it over then. So you position it so you know exactly what it is, yeah.
It can go in the either.
It doesn't really need to be in the back.
No, it doesn't. No, as long as it's outside the audience. So, are we ready?
yeah.
Let's take
So-
it.
Right, positions then. I'll come right on stage to here to introduce you, Kevin, because I'll be in my Italian kit, yeah? Done that. Are we all set?
Damn, you see me.
Right, timing from now, just after 1:45, right?
Do you want to play it back later?
Right, we're going. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dust Hole Tragedians.
Dad's not ready.
Sorry.
Yeah.
B, all I do is get a bit of paper.
Sorry, I didn't realise. I thought you had to go upstairs and get it. Sorry.
Let's start from the...
I'm sorry.
The line. Right. Ready? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dust Hole Tragedians' very first all-time music hall. And to be your jovial chairman for tonight, that jovial geriatric Geordie, Mr. Kevin Emmett! Yay! I'm scared. Music. Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, Mr. Emmett.
We prepared a wondrous show tonight. And to begin this evening's festivities, let us have a chorally cacophonous collage, a musical melange, a college of counterpoint. That's a sing-along to you, madam. In the absence of an orchestra. The management has acquired the use of Mr. Edison's musical reproductive apparatus. No, that's not what you think, madam. It's a gramophone. And so, without further ado, I give you numerous stars of the music hall, the vocal virtuoso of the dust hall tragedians, but this time, chiefly, yourselves. So grab your song sheets and let's sing along. We all know the tunes. Let's go to that Irish town, 'cause it's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary. And the sweetest girl I know. Sing up, madam. Goodbye, Piccadilly. Farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart lies there. Right, let's pack up our troubles. Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, boys, smile. You're not smiling. Now you've a lucifer to light your bag. Smile, boys, that's the style. What's the use of worrying? It never was worthwhile. So pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, boys, smile. Anybody got any old iron? Any old iron there? Get your ironing board out, missus. Look at the state of his shirt. Right. Any old iron? Any old iron? Any old iron? You look sweet, talk about a treat. You look dapper from your napper to your feet. Dressed in style, brand new tile. For the great tie on. I wouldn't give you tuppence for your old watch chain. Old iron, old iron.
All right.
What's your old man say? I know what my old man said. No, it wasn't that, madam. Let's have less of that. My old man said follow the van, and dilly-dally on the way. Off went the van with me old packed in it. I followed on with me old cock linnet. A dilly-da-dally, dally-da-dilly, lost me way and don't know where to roam. I stopped on the way to the old half-quart, and now I can't find my way home. Oh! Let's have a look.
Now at this point, Kev, you could tell them, well done, but even again, there's a few moments. Don't forget, the bar remains open. I'll tell you when something's about to happen. Yep, just get
right. Now you've wet your tonsils with a song, the bar remains open, feel free to go and get a drink. We might pause between acts, right? But here, what is this magnificent construction we have here? At huge expense.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now offer for your entertainment and edification an act which features the world's very smallest artistes. I refer to Efrelli de Quattro delle Pulci, the Four Flea Brothers. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the great Mephisto and his travelling flea circus, and featuring his glamorous lady assistant, La Bella Marcelina.
Oh.
The Four Flea Brothers started from scratch on a dog in Naples, where their talents were spotted by the great Mephisto. Since then, he has trained them in all the skills of Messrs. Barnum and Bailey Circus, the greatest show on earth. Now, the tiny troopers appear before you tonight as the greatest, smallest show on earth. They're sure to leave you itching for more. Eat your heart out, Mr. Chipperfield. Here comes the fabulous Free Brothers, the glamorous Marcellini, and the great Mephisto.
When you hit your eye, like a big piece of pie, that's amore. When the sun seems to shine, like you have too much wine, that's amore. Hey, buonasera, signore e signorini. Don't milk it, don't milk it. Hey, benvenuto al circo della Poli.
Pulci.
Dulci.
Sì, Pulci, hop, 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 Poli, clup, 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 clup.
Grazie. Grazie, grazie, grazie. Grazie.
Prego.
Benvenuto al circo della Pulci. It's a welcome to the circus of the flies.
Fleas.
Fleas.
Sorry. Sì, fleas, hop, 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 flies, buzz, buzz, buzz.
Buzz,
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 sì,
buzz,
sì, sì,
buzz,
sì.
buzz, buzz,
Sì,
buzz,
grazie.
buzz, buzz, buzz,
Grazie.
buzz, buzz, buzz.
Grazie.
Prego.
It's a welcome e benvenuto al circo della Poli. It's a welcome to the circus of the flies. And the first, my charming lady assistant, la bella Marcellina, we'll get good, lots of, yeah. La bella Marcellina will fetch the artists from their, come dite alloggi in inglese?
Digs, elogi is to digs.
Alloggi is a dig, digs. Will fetch the artists from their digs. On your arm. Bravo Marcellina. E benvenuto al circo della Pucci. I introduce to you I fratelli di quattro della Pucci, the four brothers of Flea. The one, Roberto. Two, Giuseppe. And three, Manrico. And four, the bambino. Bloody hell, I forgot. The bambino, Alberto. I quattro fratelli della Pulci, the four brothers of Flea, who will perform for you the feats of a daring, the feats of a agility, the feats of a courage.
Ah!
Che era Alberto.
È morto.
È morto, è morto, è morto. Ah, calzoni, calzoni, pappardelle, antipasto.
Spaghetti bolognese.
Ah, spaghetti e calciatore.
Tutti frutti, gorgonzola.
Ah, giletti, tortini, giletti, ah.
Pizza margherita, pizza margherita.
Pizza margherita, pizza margherita. Pizza pepperoni, pizza pepperoni.
Pizza pepperoni.
Oh, 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 calamari. Oh, calamari, calamari. Marcellino, calamari, calamari fritto. Ah, Marcellino, mia cara. Ah, ma dove sono i Pucci?
I Pucci?
I Pucci!
I Pucci?
Ah, Pucci, 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 Pucci. Ma dove è Pucci? Giuseppe, Giuseppe, Roberto, Roberto, come tuo papà.
Ecco.
Ah, in the digs. Ah. And now, signori e signorini, the first act of the Quattro Fratelli della Pucci. These barbells, to a man weighing, to a man weighing 80 pounds, 100 pounds, to a flea weighing 100 tons, will now be lifted by the brave Manrico. We have a drum somewhere or something for tonight, yeah?
Oh yeah, that's underneath there.
Right, okay. I don't know, right? Ha! React to this. Ha! 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 Manrico will ascend El Cele della Morte, the ladder of a death, to walk upon the tightrope at a height of 12 centimeters to a man, 1,200 feet to a flea. He goes, drums, please, and get the drum rolling here. Bravo! And now, the brave Roberto, on the flying trapeze. Roberto climbs the ladder of death to the trapeze. And now he mounts, he swings on the trapeze. Hey, bravo, Roberto, bravo! Much more of this crap. Yeah. Hey, Roberto, bravo, bravo, bravo! And now, ladies and gentlemen, the grand finale of the evening. The brave Roberto shall be fired from questo cannoni di 90 calibri, from this 90 caliber cannon. Through the eyes, through the air he shall fly, and I shall catch him on this special safety net. Ha! Are we ready? Are you ready, Roberto? Are we ready? Hold the drums. 3, 2, 1, fire! Roberto!
Roberto!
Roberto! Roberto, come Roberto?
Un momento.
Un momento! Roberto! Roberto, come to Papa. Come to Papa, Roberto.
Roberto!
Roberto.
Ecco.
Ecco.
Ecco, Roberto.
Bravo, Marcellina. Grazie, signore, grazie. Roberto. Scusi, signore. Is not Roberto. È suo proprio della Pucci. Is a Eurona flea. And now, the show must go on. I present it to you for the next act, I fratelli duo della Pucci, the two brothers of flea, the brave Giuseppe and Manrico.
Manrico.
Hey, Manrico.
I'm Manrico.
Don't milk it. Don't milk it, huh? Don't milk it!
There you go.
Allora, signori, we now must say good night. From myself, from la bella Marcellina, from the Pucci solo, the greatest solo flea brother, Giuseppe, and from myself, the great Mephisto. Arrivederci! Don't milk it. Arrivederci! Don't milk it. Good, and we go off. Arrivederci! I'm very lucky.
I'm going to have to go off there, Joe.
That's fine, you go off there, yeah. Okay, now, I'll be off the back there, Kev, if you can just strike that.
If you just announce like an interlude, and we get the tables, can't we? If necessary.
And tonight it doesn't really matter if it comes apart.
There will be a brief interlude while we rearrange some of these tables. We got some of the penny seats down here for those who've got treasure in their pocket. If you want to go to the bar, please do. Have a jar. That's about there, isn't it? So how are we going to arrange the seats?
We just put them out.
We just put them out.
sort
Yeah.
between it. I could go, you don't have to say what, but you could.
Yeah, if necessary, we just get a couple out there, but
Jake texted me last night, she read the thing, and she went, Is it all you can for? Yeah, I'm not just
Oh, right, okay.
I'm not dressed like that.
Right then.
You ready?
Yeah, carry on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next item on this evening's programme is a cultural interlude. A recitation of one of England's greatest epic poems from one of Wales' premier practitioners of poetic performance and euphonious eurythmic elocutionary exposition. All the way from Welsh Wales, an artist who's been acclaimed from Swansea to Lanfair, Will, Phil, Will, Gwyd, Gog, Gwyd, Gwyd, Rob, Lil, William, Slanty, Silly, Og, Gog, Gok.
I've told you all afternoon it's Llanfair, Pwllgwyngyll, Gogerydd, Croen Drobr, Llantysilio, go.
That's exactly what I said. Here tonight to serve you a solitary saga of surreptitious sin, a louche lesson on ladies' lingerie and lecherous liturgical Lotharios at enormous expense, all the way from Welsh Wales, Miss Maureen Emmett.
Hey, what, hey.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a short recitation entitled A Hand in the Bird by Roald Dahl. I am a maiden who is 40, and a maiden I shall stay.
I say.
What do you say?
My wife's just gone to the West Indies.
Your wife's just gone to the West Indies?
My wife's just gone to the West Indies.
Jamaica?
No, she went on her own accord.
Hang on, no, I've lost it. I don't want to know that. Now kindly leave the stage. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let us return to my recitation. I am a maiden who is 40, and a maiden I shall stay. There are some who call me haughty, but I care not what they say. I was running the tombola at our church bazaar today.
I say.
What do you say?
My wife's just gone to the East Indies.
Your wife's just gone to the West East Indies?
Yes, my wife's just gone to the West East Indies.
Jakarta?
No, she went by boat and train.
Oh. I don't wish to know that. Now kindly leave the stage. I was running that tombola at our church bazaar today and doing it with gusto in my usual jolly way, when suddenly, I know not why, there came a funny feeling.
I say.
What do you say?
My wife's a great athlete.
Your wife's a great athlete.
My wife's a great athlete.
What does she do?
She runs up bills, jumps to conclusion and throws tantrums.
I don't wish to know that. Now kindly
Leave the stage.
When suddenly, I know not why, there came a funny feeling of something crawling up my thigh. I nearly hit the ceiling. A mouse, I thought. How foul, how mean.
I say.
What do you say?
My dog's got no nose.
Your dog's got no nose.
My dog's got no nose.
How does it smell?
Bloody awful.
I don't wish to know that. Now kindly leave the
the
stage.
stage.
A mouse, I thought. How foul, how mean. How exquisitely tickly. Quite soon I know I'm going to scream. I've got to catch it quickly.
I say.
I say, what do you say?
My dog doesn't eat meat.
Your dog doesn't eat meat?
No, he doesn't eat meat.
Why ever not?
Because I don't give him any.
I don't wish to know that. Now kindly leave the stage. Hang on, I'm there nearly. Here we go. I've got to catch it quickly. I made a grab. I caught the mouse. Now right inside my knickers. A mouse, my foot, it was a hand. Great Scott, it was the vicar's.
I say.
What do you say?
What's the difference between a street peddler and a sausage dog?
I don't know. What is the difference between a street peddler and a sausage dog?
The street peddler brawls out his wares on the pavement and the sausage dog wears out his...
I don't wish to hear that.
Kindly leave.
Leave the
Sorry,
Now
okay,
look
what-
here, these ladies and gentlemen haven't come here to listen to that sort of filth. Now kindly
Leave the stage.
and then I can come off this way.
Yeah, okay. Applause, 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 yeah.
If anybody likes liquid refreshment, please get some. And get some in for me. Right, ladies and gentlemen, some short years bygone, Mr. William Cody, or Buffalo Bill, brought his celebrated Wild West show to Salisbury, and indeed, it alighted at the Milford Goods Yard and passed our very own licensed premises. Chief Sitting Bull and Wild Bill Haycock have said to have downed a swift one on this very establishment. And he left me this neckerchief. Old Chief Sitting Bull. Now, we have a number from that very show. First sung by Wild Bill himself, and Miss Annie, Get Your Gun Oakley. Tonight, two of the Dustall's very own artistes have adapted their song to suit our local circumstances. Now in a titulation of tuneful topicality, in a delectable declamation of debatable disputation, a declaration of Dustall diversity and dissension, I give you Nick and Aly.
Aly and Nick!
Nick and Aly.
Aly and Nick!
I give you the disputatious duet.
Anything you can pub, I can pub better. I can pub anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can sing, I can sing drunker. Sooner or later, I'm drunker than Dunk.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I can win at bingo, cause I know the lingo.
I can take a cider with a whiskey slider.
I can live on curry and wine.
Only on this?
Yeah.
You're taking the piss.
Any key you can pick, I can pick slicker.
I can pick any key slicker than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Whoa.
Any meat you can win, I can win better. I can win any meat better than you.
Sausage meat.
Pocket traps.
Not just eggs. No, even eggs.
Not just eggs.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Any St. George night, I can act better.
No, they can act better. Better than you.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't.
Yes, you can.
No, they can't.
Yes, you can.
I can play the bagpipes. I can play them all night. I can remember my lines.
I can drink my honey.
Give it go, give it go.
I can drink my honey and still look lovely
I can open Friday's box.
without being caught.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you could.
Any dart you can throw, I can throw straighter. I can throw any stride straighter than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
180!
Yes, you can.
Anything you can quiz, I can quiz better. I can quiz anything better than you.
Question 1.
It can't be done.
Question 2.
It's a clue?
No, it won't, is it? No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Any seed you can steal, I can steal faster. I can steal any seed faster than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
No, you.
Yes, you
Yes, you can. I can get around it.
Make hers a double gin.
I can knit a sweater.
Yeah, but I can fill it better.
I can do most any night.
Sunday lunch?
No.
Ah, well, I could.
Anything Tone can read, I can read faster. I can read anything funny. No, funnier than Tone. Well, keep it going. Keep it going.
2 big ducks?
Won the cup.
Nerdy-gurdy?
It's still at 30.
Is that,
Are we done?
have I won?
No, you ain't. No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
Yes, I am, yes, I am.
Right couple of cowboys. And now, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who have access to the newfangled electric...
I say.
What do you say?
My wife's just gone to Italy.
Your wife's just gone to Italy?
Yes, my wife's just gone to Italy.
Genoa.
Venezuela?
Genoa.
Genoa?
Sorry.
He's pointing at all
Yeah.
these lines. They're all on the...
Know her? Yeah, we've been married for 20 years.
I don't wish to
Know that.
the stage.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, those of you with access to our newfangled electric cinematic
Can you hold it
dactygraph,
there a minute, Kev? I'm sorry to interrupt, but Tony,
Yeah.
are you going to be able to do that I say with your Tony the Dustman garb on?
Yeah. Well, could I?
Won't it throw your joke away when you come on as Tony? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's about to introduce you as...
I thought you were next. Jock was next, and we were after.
No, Jock's
Jock's
last
at the end
now.
now where...
Oh, right, because I thought...
I'm
Ah,
not
right, I
Right.
thought that we were on the second half. We were on the second...
Yeah, but
No, we changed
because
it.
because we put the free circus
So we're on before the intermission, the
You're
proper
on before the intermission now, yeah.
Oh, right. I thought we were on after.
As long as, because Antonio will be dressed, so what it means is, will you have time to change into your Dustman act between giving Mo a hard time?
Well, no, not now I won't, will I?
Well, that's what we need to think, that's what we need to
Yeah.
think about, right?
So, do you want to just push that back till after the interval?
We've just had the interval now. Just
Uh,
had the
the
interval
interval
How
now.
far through are we? How many acts have we done so far?
We've done 3.
Out of how many?
7.
7.
We've done...
We'll have to be a bit flexible here, okay.
But you've done yours first. There's a sing along.
Then there's the recitation of the idiot,
No,
and then there's anything you can do.
you've done the sing along. You've done your idiot.
That's right, okay.
Then it was me and Mo. So if we can have a break after that, then
After
Yeah.
that, then we
yeah,
we
then
talk.
it'd be me and Antonia.
Yeah.
And then obviously you drop down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so you go down there instead then.
Yeah.
We drop one and go with the police service and the police
So
service.
I go there. That's what
Yeah.
we're planning a few minutes
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. Sorry, but if
Yeah.
we can have a break between
Have
now.
a break after
Are you happy to get right? Okay, Kev.
So when
So
we
after
have the
Nick and
break,
Aly.
after Nick and
After
Ali.
Nick and Ali, a break, and that'll give Tony a chance to
right, I'll tell you what I'll do,
yeah,
right?
right. Okay, listen to Kev, guys. She's.
I'll,
Listen to Kev. He's good.
you coming on after the break, and what I could do is I could do the chairman's song
To finish off the first
before the
half.
break.
Before the break.
Yeah,
That's ideal.
And that's after Nick
Yeah.
and Ali then.
yeah.
And in fact, Tony,
Oh, Ali and
if
Nick.
you say, I will now give you the traditional right of the chairman's song, you can get in a couple of ICIs
Yeah,
just before you
we'll do.
break, okay?
Yeah,
We
we're
do
going
that
to get
now.
a pen and swap this
Okay,
all
Tony,
over
yeah.
so I know. Because I'm
Yeah.
doing that programme, I want to make sure I've got it in the
Back
right
to
order.
time, and it's going quite well, yep.
Right, so number 1.
There we go, that's the order
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that's because we've made major changes here to suit the
So after the opening is...
Right, opening sing-along is number 1. And then
If you like a beer that's perfection indeed, I'll bring you a toast to fulfill your need. At home, by your fireside, at club or in bar, the sign of good taste is the famous Blue Star. It's a strong beer, it's a bottle beer, it's a North's biggest sale. For complete satisfaction, Newcastle Brown Ale. Oh God, that reminds me of a song. A song of unrequited love, of one of the great beauties of Newcastle.
I say.
What do you say?
What's black springs up from the ground and shouts knickers.
I don't know. What's back springs up from the ground and spells knickers.
Crude oil.
Oh, kindly leave the stage. This song's got a chorus. You can join in if you like. It's easy to know. It's She's a big lass, she's a bonny lass, and she likes her beer. And I call her Cushy Butterfield, and I wish she were here. What a girl. Sing that again. She's a big lass, she's a bonny lass, and she likes her beer. And I call her Cushy Butterfield, and I wish she were here. I'm a broken-hearted keelman, and us overhead in love. We're a young lass from Gateshead, and I call her my dove. Her name's Cushy Butterfield, and she sells yellow clay. And her cousin's a muckman, and they call him Tom Gray. Yourselves, she's a big lass, she's a bonny lass, and she likes her beer. And I call her Cushy Butterfield, and I wish she were here. God, she's a looker. Her eyes is like two holes in a blanket bent through. Her breath in the morning would scare a young cow. And when I hear shouting, will you buy any clay? Like a candy man's trumpet, it steals my young heart away. She's a big lass, she's a bonny lass, and she likes her beer. And I call her Cushy Butterfield, and I wish she were here. You've seen her down at Sandgate when the herring boat comes in. She's like a bag full of sawdust tied round with string. She wears big galoshes, and her stockings were once white. And her bedgown, it's lilac, and that's never straight. She's a big lass, she's a bonny lass, and she likes her beer. And her name is Cushy Butterfield, and I wish she were here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We now have a short interview.
I say.
What do you say?
I haven't spoken to my wife for a year.
You haven't spoken to your wife for a year. Why ever not?
She won't let me get a word in edgewise.
Kindly leave the stage.
Yeah, right. And then intermission. Yeah, then.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
Good. Hold on again.
those of you who have access to the newfangled electric cinematograph, excuse me, will perchance have seen our next two performers from their frequent appearance on that medium at enormous expense, and all the way from their starring appearance at the Riverside Club, Peckham. It is my pleasure to introduce Tony, that mellifluous municipal manipulator of discarded detritus. That's the singing dustman to you, madam, with his partner Raquel, a paragon of photogenic pulchritudinous pulchritude, in a song of piteous pathos, tearful torment, and aberrational alliterative affliction. I give you now Tony, the singing dustman, and the fair Raquel, to sing you Crying.
Applause, right.
I was alright for a while. I could smile for. I can't sing this like music. Then I saw you last night. You held my hand so tight. When you stopped to say hello, you wished me well. You couldn't tell that I'd been crying over you, crying over you, and you said so long, left me standing all alone, alone and crying, crying, crying. Crying is hard to understand, but the touch of your hand can stop me crying.
I thought that I was over you, but it's true, so true. I love you even more than I did before. But darling, what can I do? For you don't love me, and I'll always be crying over you, crying over you. Yes, now you're gone,
I'm
and
not going to
both.
sing that one.
Yes, we are. Come on, do it on there, babe.
Sorry.
Just do it. Yes, now that you're gone, and from this moment on, I'll be
crying,
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 crying.
crying. Yeah, I'm crying. Sorry. Yeah, crying. Yeah, I'm crying over you in this. Sorry, we haven't got the proper words to the ones that we've been practicing, so. But. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Tony and
Sorry, Dave. but-
Raquel. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you now an enormous expense. Don't know why I'm not getting paid. An enormous expense.
I say.
What do you say?
I've had my bank book stolen.
You've had your bank book stolen? Have you reported it?
No, the fee's spending less than the wife.
Kindly leave the stage. We bring you at enormous expense, all the way from the West Country. A duo renowned for risque, rustic ribaldry and aphrodisiacal agricultural absurdity. Come down in the front row. They rocked them in the aisles at the Stanton Drew Hippodrome. They blew them away at the Budleigh Salterton Empire. Now for your entertainment and edification, a song of consistent carnal congress, a vociferous vocal vignette of voluptuous Viagraan voyeurism. Put those blue pills away, madam. I give you the West Country very own Todge Muddler and the turnips.
Applause.
Howdy.
Hello.
Well, when I was a lad, I was so glad to go out in the daytime with me fork, me bottle, me cork, to help out in the A-time. While tossing hay upon the mountain, I met old Lucy Bailey. Now he said, my dear, are you often here? She said,
Yes, sir, twice daily.
such fun in the summer sun we had. Oh, Lucy, you were so thrilling. She was pure. I wasn't sure if that young maid were willing. And one day among the hay, we was working gaily. She ups and slips and summits the reps and oh, he went there twice daily. She said, my dear,
I do feel queer. I think I ought to tally. 'Tain't new bread, she sadly said, that's swelling up me belly.
well, you better go to Dr. Joe. Off she went quite gaily. Gave her a dollop of big jollop and said, take that twice daily.
Horrible stuff it were.
Now Lucy's dad, he was very mad. He chased I round the hay mound. Said, my son, you had your fun. Now it's time to pay now. My go your way, the old man said. He waved his shotgun gaily. If you don't, he says, I'll put some lead and you won't go there twice daily.
Painful that.
Now, The very next day, in the month of May, we held a ceremony. We paid off the vicar with a gallon of liquor and rode to church on a pony. Now the village folks from miles around, they waved and shouted gaily. There's no doubt you'll get caught out if you go there twice daily. I know, I did too. Now Lucy's joy, she had a boy, a proper little darling, round and fat like a Cheshire cat, perky as a starling. Skin was as smooth as a cider jar, and we called him Buster Bailey. We fed him on swede and charlotte weeds, and a pint of scrum twice daily.
Fat though, he is and all.
Now we're old and our story's told. 40 years together. We often stray among that hay in the old time summer weather. Now kids we got, full 10 or more, and we goes on quite gaily. But though I's old and grey, if I gets my way, I still go there twice daily.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen,
I say.
I don't know, what do you say?
What's green and hurts you if it falls off a tree?
I don't know, what's green and hurts you if it falls off a tree?
A snooker table.
Kindly leave the stage. And now, at enormous expense, all the way from Jockland, I give you that kilted Caledonian, that tartan troubadour, in a tumultuous tour de force of talented, trouserless tonality. I give you wee Jock Ramshackle and his celebrated performance sporran.
I love a lassie, a bonny, bonny lassie. She's as pure as the lily in the dell. She's as sweet as the heather, the bonny purple heather, Mary, my Scotch bluebell. I love a lassie, a bonny Highland lassie. If you knew her, you would fancy her yourself. I met her in September, popped the question in December, and soon I'll hae her all to mysel. Her father has consented, and I am well contented. We've been and sealed the bargain with a kiss, and so I'll aye be cheery when I'm thinking of my dearie, and you'll always hear me singing this. I love a lassie, a bonny, bonny lassie. She's as pure as the lily in the dell. She's as sweet as the heather, the bonny purple heather, Mary, my Scotch bluebell. Ha ha. Aye, grand. Well, it's very nice to be back here in Salisbury once again. Where so many bonny lassies in Salisbury, and indeed I find them fascinated by my Highland Scottish dress. I think it's the sporran that fascinates them so much. But they ask the most peculiar questions. One lady said to me just the other day, "Jock," she says, "tell me, what's worn under the kilt?"
Not that, madam.
You're supposed to laugh. Yeah, right, okay. And she said, "Tell me, Jock, is there anything worn under the kilt?" Clarity. He thought I was going to say, "No, there's nothing worn, it's all perfectly..." And never mind what he thought I was going to say. This is a family show. The answer is a wee pair of tartan underpants. Aye. Well, I'll give you now another wee song about another wee lassie. Yes. roaming in the gloaming by the bonny banks o' Clyde. Roaming in the gloaming way, my lassie by my side. When the sun has gone to rest, that's the time that I love best. Oh, it's lovely roaming in the gloaming. I've seen lots of bonny lassies travelling far and wide, but my heart is settled now on bonny Kate McBride. And although I'm not a chap that has a lot to say, yet this is something, something, something you will hear me say. Roaming in the gloaming by the bonny banks o' Clyde. Roaming in the gloaming way, my lassie by my side. When the sun has gone to rest, that's the time that I love best. Oh, it's lovely roaming in the gloaming. Hey, there was a young man to Lochry that would love to his lass in a rochery. When the rocks jagged her bum, she said to him, "Chum, this isn't a poch, it's a mochery." Perhaps you could say something like this is a family show here. This isn't a poch, it's a mochery. I beg your pardon. So now, before I sing my last song, I must find a prop. This is an article which we stage people carry on the stage. Now, I require this to give colour to my song, and it's concealed under my kilt. So in the interest of decency, this is a family show. I will retire to the back of the stage and retrieve it. Did you see that, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Another wee song about the results of alcohol, something that we don't go in for much in Scotland. Aye. I belong to Glasgow, dear old Glasgow town, but something's the matter with Glasgow, for it's going run and run. I'm only a common old working chap, as anyone here can see. But when I get a couple of drinks on a Saturday, Glasgow belongs to me. I'd been with a few of my cronies, one or two friends of my own. We went into a hotel where we did very well, and then we came out once again. And then we went into another, and that is the reason I'm full. We had twa Jock and Doris, and then sang a chorus. If you listen, I'll sing it to you. I belong to Glasgow, dear old Glasgow town, but something's the matter with Glasgow, for it's going run and run. I'm only a common old working chap, as anyone here can see. But when I get a couple of drinks on a Saturday, Glasgow belongs to me altogether now. I belong to Glasgow, dear old Glasgow town, but something's the matter with Glasgow, for it's going run and run. I'm only a common old working chap, as anyone here can see. But when I get a couple of pints on a Saturday, Glasgow belongs to me. Aye, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll stay round about the steps from the finale.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
We should all be up here at this
let
point,
us
yeah.
draw to a close as we began, with a concluding collective cornucopia of carol and cacophony. That's a final sing-along to you, madam. Get out your song sheets and join in. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, the Dusto Tragedians, vocal virtuoso, the stars of the music hall, Mr. Edison's musical reproductive equipment. No, it's still a gramophone, madam. And once again, chiefly yourselves. Let's not leave that madam waiting at the church. I was once.
Just watch what point we come on.
Waiting at the church.
Waiting at the church, waiting at the church, when I found you left me in the lurch. Lord, how you did upset me. All at once, he sent me round a note. Here's the very note, this is what he wrote. Can't get away to marry you today, 'cause my wife won't let me.
What about your knees? Show us your knees, Mrs. Brown. Knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, Mother Brown. Under the table you must go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. If I catch you begging, I'll saw your legs right off. Knees up, don't get the breeze up. Knees up, Mother Brown.
Oh my, what a rotten song. What a rotten song. What a rotten song. Oh my, what a rotten song, and what a rotten singer too.
Henry, never mind King Henry. I'm Henry VIII. Let's have a look at it. Let's all together now. I'm Henry VIII, I am. Henry VIII, I am. I got married to the woman next door. She's been married 7 times before, and everyone was an Henry. She wouldn't have no Sam, but a right old man called Henry. Henry VIII, I am. Right, let's get on your bikes for our final sing-along song. Good old Daisy.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer do. I'm half crazy, oh for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage. But you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle made for two.
One more time.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer do. I'm half crazy, oh for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage. But you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle made for two.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else? Anything else?
I don't bow.
And head off.
I think
There we
we
go.
will.
Yeah. Head off to the side or the rear. Yeah. To the side, Paul. We all head off to the side and then we can sort ourselves out. Yeah. Good.
Very good.
Right. Well. All right. No need for a massive debriefing. Just 2 points. Don't forget to keep projecting. I noticed Ali, for instance, beautiful in that Twice Derry, but you're going rather quiet on some of the quieter bits, yeah?
Oh yeah, because
So-
that's because I was too busy taking cotton wool out.
And watching your beard, yeah, thought that, yeah. just watch
But
you,
I've
yeah.
worked
Just watch
on
you,
it,
you
so-
stay in the projection there, and everyone on an empty theatre in a hot afternoon, right? Obviously it's difficult to look as if we're really enjoying ourselves, but keep the attack going, keep smiling, don't look as if you're worried, yeah? Keep smiling, anything goes wrong, laugh it off, yeah? This is what we do, laugh it off. And
Say
I say,
it, so you don't know
not
what
an
to
awful
expect.
lot, you're fine, you it'll be good. Kevin, fine. Tony, great. It'll be super, yeah? So, are we all happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone need anything?
Nope.
All got the props and costumes we need, yeah?
Stiff drink.
Then all we need to do now is just get all of this stuff where the audience won't see it when they come in first thing tonight, and we can set it. I'll come in.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you like us to do something, Tony, about arranging?
That's right, that's right.
You sure?
Yeah, I've got the posters to stick up now. I'll do a bit later. I've got to
Right,
finish off
you've been-
the programmes.
right.
And,
And you know that this is going to be here for the flea singers, yeah? But well forward. Good.
what do you think of your phone?
Good, super.
Well, use yours. Take some
Right then. Okay, guys, just put your kit handy if you can get it for tonight.
Oh yeah, that's why.
And
Put it on it.
I'll get the flea circus somewhere as well.